All right. So if you're watching this in the future, I am doing my tooth part 2. This is what we did last night, and today we're going to try to make it look similar to this one. Yeah. Oh, it's just hang out and paint the tooth, I guess. And I'm sorry if there's buffering and stuff. I know that's freaking annoying, but with everyone being home now because of the coronavirus, the internet sucks, especially where I am. It sucks big time. Did I prime it already? Asks Smurf M. I did not. And that's because I didn't have any primer, so I didn't even sand it. I looked for primer, but I didn't have any, and I didn't want to go buy any because I didn't figure that was very essential. So I'll go get some when I need to go get groceries or something like that, or if I go to work or something like that. So just gonna quickly sand it. This one I actually made a lot smoother than the first one, so there isn't much sanding needed, luckily. This one cracked the same way the other one did, and I didn't put it in the oven to accelerate the drying time. So this is just not a good clay product, right? Air dry clay is kind of the low end of the scale, whatever you would call it. It's the low end of clay, right? And it's good for learning, I suppose. You might argue against that, I guess, because it teaches you how to do things maybe that aren't necessarily correct, but whatever, I don't care. I'm not getting graded on this. There's this one part right in here that I need to smooth out, and I don't really have. There we go. There we go. Got it. All right. There we go. Fox is a freaking beast. Why? I'm modding 2 channels at the same time. Oh, who are you doing? Stevens? Is Steven live right now? Vegas Cat here, says Cat Ashley. She got one of the gold bars, one of the ones in Vegas. Someone else got the one. Someone else got one of them, and they never let me know who they were. But I think let's see. I think five or six of them have been found already, and I hid. Well, the next vlog will show the next 2 that are found. Ryan's video, his live, it was 2 hours. I watched the whole thing. I'm still just glad you're home, friend. Man, I have a lot of moderators on right now, it looks like. Miss Lynn's vlog, Matthew Fox, and Hannah. Just need Melissa to come on. And Ashley. Ashley's working right now. Because she's a nurse. She's the essential personnel. And this is a pretty serious time. It's crazy. I mean, you could get conspiratorial about it. Is that a word? Conspiratorial? Whew, that's dusty. And say that it's all made up. And you might be right, but you're probably not. But that's a thing. Wow, that's dusty. Okay, so I found that this tooth, let me go down like this. I found that this tooth doesn't balance as nicely as this one, because this one has 4 roots, and then this one only has 3, so it's harder to put down. But I think if we're careful, we should be fine. Oh, my phone is supposed to be plugged in here. Let's plug you in. Let's plug you in so you don't die. All right. Okay, so I've been using these little paints to paint these teeth because they're a higher pigment, whatever you call it. They have more pigment in it than vehicle. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I'm not a real artist. But I'm out of that color, so I'm using this, which has a lower pigment, whatever. But that'll be fine. I'm going to use this paint here, this white, as a base this time, and hopefully I can I can have an easier time having the paint stick to it more permanently. Because on this one, the paint kind of chips off. Now, I haven't really painted clay before, except for when I did that one video that everyone hated, which was supposed to be hated. It was supposed to be weird. But when I painted this, does that look freaking real? That looks like a freaking raptor claw, doesn't it? Like, that looks legit. That looks real as hell. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. Dang it. What was I saying? Someone remind me. Place it roots facing up. Oh yeah, that's good, yeah. Paint sticking. Oh yeah, I haven't done very much painting on clay, except for I have done a raptor claw before. If you check out my Instagram, Ushita Instagram, you have to scroll way down, but you'll see one that's a little more plainer than this. This one, I put a little more damage on it. And in the vlog where I out this video, where I even say I was pretty sure people weren't gonna like the build video, I like bit it to break it, and that was definitely a mistake. This clay is disgusting, but the detail in here, I think, looks pretty freaking convincing. I think the video was supposed to be a mockery of what's the word, unresearched is not the right word, but conspiracy that's based off of nothing except for someone's imagination. That's what it was supposed to be. I thought it was fun. That clay chips. Yeah, it does chip. Tooth unbalanced. Looks legit to me. Hello from safe distance. Trip to the museum really inspired you. Yeah. Holy crap, says Hannah. Lindsay said that video was awesome, very creative. Lindsay, I checked out your videos. I checked out one. Well, I watched two of them. First, I watched, what was it, like, it was like a throwback video where it was just like a montage of all your, oh shit. I mean, crap. Someone said that I do curse more than I used to curse at the beginning of my channel. I don't think they were here from the very beginning of my channel, so in those videos I swore way more. So they're probably talking about from when I started doing it again. But so I was gonna try to not curse at all this one video, and I ruined it right off the bat. All right, so we're starting off with some white as a base here, and this is nice and thin, so it should get into every crevice, and I'm hoping this paint will bond to the clay nicely because it is meant as a base paint. So we shall see. Has he said anything about how Ashley is doing with these crazy times? Ashley is doing fine. Her job is stressful as it is, but I can't really talk about her job because of, well, I don't really know how to explain it without saying too much, but her job is like a, not secret job. It's not secret. It's just, you can't really say much about it because of, I don't even know if I can say that. But anyways, her job, she's fine. Her job is stressful. This added crisis, I guess you could call it, has added a little bit of stress, but Ashley is like, she rocks. She is so good at what she does. And I'm not saying that just because like I know the girl. Like I'm being 100% honest. She's very good. She's like she's so good. I think I've said before that she's won awards and shit. Oh, I swear again. She's won awards and stuff for her job. And she's so freaking modest. I didn't even know. I didn't even know until the freaking. Yeah, I didn't know for a long time. Anyways. Also, when she graduated, she had like this stupid gown on, right? And like the hat. And, but very few people did. So I didn't know what it was. I'm like, are you supposed to speak or something? Like, what does the yellow rope mean? She's a freaking smarty. She's a smarty pants. All right. Almost got our base done. Okay. I love to hear that about Ashley and her job. I'm always happy when people have careers that really suit them. Well, she would really like to do stuff with animals. I think she's obsessed with going to school because she goes to school all the time. And now she's like doing like school courses to learn about chickens just for fun. So, yeah. Never to sculpt a tooth. Me either till the other day. I just think it's something fun. And that's why I did it. Okay, we're using white as a base. Now we're going to let it set up, dry a bit. It shouldn't take too long, maybe about 2 minutes or so. And then we will continue. Just trying to get all the surfaces that I see that are still clay. Okay. There we go. I have like this bright light that I put up here for just joshing with Chakota. It's like studio lighting, but it's not actually studio lighting. Okay, let's put that right there. Okay, so we'll go like that. So it looks like a nice, healthy, brand new tooth. As soon as that's dry, we are going to start to decay it so that it looks disgusting like this one. Now, I forgot to show this yesterday. I mean, you guys have already seen it. But this was supposed to be like a cartoon version of a toe. Right? It's supposed to be like, maybe this is Zero M's toe. You know, the troll? This is his troll toe. That would be funny if I like... Yeah, this is a Zero M toe. Anyways, this is supposed to be more cartoony. And I think it's freaking funny. I didn't put any hair on it. A lot of people were like, you should have put hair on it. I didn't want to put hair on it because of that. But yeah, the bone is supposed to be cartoonish. Like, this is not how a toe would get chopped off. If it was completely chopped off, like, the bone wouldn't still be there. So this is very, you know, cartoonish. Who'd have thought a month ago Josh would be making effing teeth. But I like them. Keep them coming. Actually, I have an idea. So, speaking of which, well, just Josh and which code to be back on soon. This virus has screwed things up because we wanted to get a sign made and we can't. And so, since we already took a break, we were like, well, when we come back, why don't we just start the actual show instead of having just the pilot episodes? Because we figured out everything we needed, except for the last dressing of the set. And so, I don't know what we're going to do. Since we already took a break because I left, which was unintentional, That's just where we're at. We're like, well, why would we do more pilot episodes when I come back after we haven't done 3 shows or 2 shows, however many it's been. Chota has some health issues though, right? He should stay home. He'll be fine with me because I'm not sick and he's not sick and we don't go anywhere. Um, I'm not getting exposed to any of the viruses, so he wouldn't get sick because of me. So coming here would be fine. Um, yeah, so I'm not too worried about that, and he's not too worried about that. It's just going into the city with people you don't know, sort of thing, and people are liars. So, but yes, he does have health issues, and it would affect him because he does have health issues, and so do I. Actually, I have like a heart thing, but I'm not sure if it would get affected. I don't know. We should see. We shouldn't see. Actually, I was gonna say we should see. That would not be good. Um, you're self quarantining now since you got back. I've been back for longer than the quarantine has been suggested. That was from the 12th or 13th, like that, something like that. I got back days before that. I have no symptoms. I'm not sick at all. And plus, I am kind of quarantining anyways. I stayed home for a while and then I went to town to get groceries. And I think that's it. Okay, this should be dry now. Let us move on to, okay, we're going to go with this kind of off-white ivory type color. And this is going to be our color that we have as a base color, I guess. This is what's going to show through all the disgusting plaque and tartar and decay, and can't really because it's kind of hard to see. Of course, your heart. Please keep away from others. Yeah, now I'm keeping away from others. I love your art, and especially the one of Mary. Thanks, Kevin. I need that hoodie. Dunder Mifflin hoodie. It's pretty cool. I actually got this for me for Christmas. I like your bunny hug. Dwight is the best. You must be from Saskatchewan. Bunny hug. What a weird thing. Bunny hug. Okay. Thing about this paint, woo, compared to the other paint that I used for the other tooth, is it's a lot, the application is a lot different. There's a lot of brush marks in this, which is fine for finger painting. One of the questions here was, do I draw native art? I don't do anything traditional, but sometimes I paint traditional figures, prominent figures in the native community. All of them passed. You can see all those on the Facebook page, My Hands Gallery. I haven't painted in a while though, mostly because of time restraints. But now with this virus, I have a couple paintings on my mind that I want to do. If I had my freaking studio, my outdoor studio, like I used to do that all the time. But since I have like all this stuff to do in my house and stuff, like I haven't had much time to paint the last year, and it sucks. I wish I could paint every day like I used to. There we go. There we go. This is getting nice and gross. Okay, we'll let this dry now. We'll go from there. Gotta try to smile now and then, even when times are hard. 4:30 p.m. Sunday here. Can't believe I'm watching you painting a tooth. LOL. Glad you're home though. Your toe. I'm procrastinating about doing another YouTube video of hands. I had help with the first time. Oh, who helped you, Zenobia? I got high blood pressure and COPD. Darn, it's hard to stay out of store, staying home as much as possible. Do you still have your to-do list? I am on it for a feather. I do, and you're the only one who wants a feather, Delilah. I've been trying to think of ways that I could do a feather. I was thinking about doing it in the forge, similar to how my friends over at the Ashley just texted me. She must be on her break. That's funny. She said, yes, she's still on the list for a feather. Ashley's on it. She does all that kind of stuff. There. Um, what was I saying? I forget. Anyways, yes, you are still on the list. I love the Geronimo painting. The frame makes it. I have not painted Geronimo, so you must be thinking of someone else's. Have you used clay on a canvas? Awesome technique than painting over it for a 3D-ish effect. I have not done that with clay, but I have done it with just straight up paint. Ashley, why was the egg so small? So the egg was so small because it was Nugget's first egg, we believe, and Nugget is like this big. Now our eggs are about this big. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, or what Christine666 was talking about, you got to check out Ashley's Instagram, Ashley Rose Alexander on Instagram, and you'll be able to see that. There's that. I think there's 3 pictures of that egg, or maybe there's 2. I don't remember. Anyways, you can see that plus some of the other eggs. They started laying again, and then you can see our chickens. And okay, this. Oh, actually, that's still wet. Okay, we'll give that a few more minutes. It was like a robin's egg size, it seemed. Yeah, it was. It was very small. A feather, missing that. Oh, I didn't do a feather. I'm going to do a feather for Delilah here. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna do it like Foggy Mountain Forge. If you can check them out on Instagram as well, they do a lot of different stuff on the forge. They do cool stuff. Eggs get bigger as the chickens lay more and mature. Absolutely. Let's see here. While this is drying, I'm just going to answer some questions here. I'm going to see if I can go back up to some that I missed. I love your art, and especially the one of Mary. Oh, okay, I read that one. It's mainly group events and groups of people. But Ashley could be a carrier, and doesn't it last 2 days? She could be a carrier, but she's probably not. I think it lasts up to 6 days. Dakota versus Dakota episode of just Joshing Dakota was epic. Yeah, that was funny. Did not expect that at all. You should do a thumb next or a detached nose. A thumb would work. A nose would be hard to translate as a, because who cuts off a nose? Or isn't that a liar thing? You cut off a liar's nose or something? I don't know how it would translate as something. Maybe if I made it as something that you could like put on the wall or something, that could work. But like, oh, do you guys hear Hank upstairs? Just joined. Looks like you're going for a Doc Holliday look from Tombstone with the sweet stash. I think it looks horrible. I just haven't had time to shave it. I've had plenty of time to shave it. I just, yeah. How about an ear sculpture? An ear sculpture would be very similar to the nose. I'm not sure how I would make it make sense, because I guess you could cut off an ear. I could call it Van Gogh ear. Ooh, I could paint it in the style of Van Gogh. Holy crap, you're on to something, Lindsay. I like that. I like that idea. Make a clay tongue. See, again, a tongue. I don't know how a tongue would work. Number one moderator. He suggested that I make a like a bust of a zombie, and I would do that because I have some more clay. It's right there. So I would make like a life-size head and make it a zombie. That would be cool. And then I also was like, maybe also Frankenstein's monster. That would be cool. Like my rendition of Frankenstein's monster, because I've done 2 or 3 Frankenstein pieces in the past as paintings. I think that'd be cool to do as a sculpture. You could make your own conch shell out of clay. Oh, because I'm trying to find a conch. Uh, do you know what a clay salt shaker looks like? Very old and cool. You should try it. I have no idea what that is. Is it an actual salt shaker? Cut your nose off to spite your face. People who will do anything to be right. Oh, is that the saying? Do an arm that has a tattoo sleeve. So I could do an arm. That would make sense. Because it would translate as an arm. A nose, a tongue, and an ear doesn't translate as well. It kind of does, but not really. Like a finger would work. I did a toe because a toe is gross, right? I wanted it to be gross. And I knew people would think it was gross, which is why I did it. I didn't know it would be so gross that people wouldn't want to watch it because this is cartoon looking, right? I don't know. I love the sculptures that are abnormally huge to accent certain parts. It looks cool. That's what I tried to do with the toe, with the bone and the big ass nail, the gross nail. I actually made this so Dakota would see it and laugh. That's why I made this, because I thought he would think it was humorous. Because have you seen the Jim Carrey Lemony Snicket and the series of unfortunate events? In that movie, Jim Carrey is obviously Count Olaf. Okay, now I'm using this yellow. I'm almost out of this yellow. I'll have enough to do this tooth, and that's it. But he's Count Olaf, and he has this line where he says, "Clip my thick yellow toenails," and that's why I did this. I thought he would think it was funny. So let's go with some yeller. This is a gross yellow too. This is like a mustard, like a Dijon mustard almost. Make a frog leg. A frog leg, yeah, maybe that would work. Okay. So we're gonna start with some of this. Put that on each little thing. Put it in here. Okay. I have to get a sponge brush, I think. I forgot to get one, so I'll have to grab that in a second here. Maybe when I'm waiting for this to dry up a bit. Okay. I feel like going to a dentist's office. This is disgusting. I feel like going to a dentist's office and just asking them if I can have a bunch of teeth so I can see what different teeth look like so that I can do these more accurate. Because I think I'm going to add these to the catalog of available pieces that you can buy. And they will just be random, right? They're not all going to be the same because they're all different. Like this one and that one are vastly different, right? And as I get better at them, they'll become more convincing, I think. I mean, they're huge, so obviously they're fake, but, you know. What I really enjoy about these is the layers of paint and the patina, is that the right word? The layers of decay that I'm artificially adding. I think that looks, I just think it's sick. Are you kidding me? thought I didn't have any left, but I forgot my mom gave me these when we were in Arizona. So we're good. We're good. The thing about these brushes are good for one use. Alright. Oh yeah, that's way better. Way better application. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm trying to make this, so this part, the story of these teeth is that they're rotting from the gums down. Or the worst of it, because this person didn't take care of their mouth. So they got like gingivitis really badly. And then I don't know, the roots started going on them. So this one, we're going to add some, we have some brown here. This brown isn't very good brown. It's too light. So we're going to actually add it with this gray. Ah, what the heck. This may have gone bad, this paint. I've had this for like freaking years. And since I finger paint, this isn't really enough paint. Yeah, this paint is no good. And we're gonna add some gray, which looks freaking blue, by the way. And we're gonna mix her up. I watched your friend Ryan with Parkland Films Live. Such a nice person. Yeah, I watched it too. That's why I was waiting for him to come off. Because yesterday I said I was going to do this today, so I figured I would watch him. And then, well, I always knew I was going to watch him. But after he was done, I was like, okay, now I'll do mine. He is a very nice guy, though. Like, very nice. It's hard to say how nice he is. He just, I don't know. Very nice. Okay, I'm mixing this. Oh yeah, that's a nice brown. Okay, so Hank's coming down. Okay, this brown is gonna be in here. Ooh, that's a little much. That's a little much. Okay, let me. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Just wanted to see if I could make it work, and I can. Excellent. Okay. Oh. So go like this. Payne's gray looks blue. That's exactly this color. Payne's gray. That would be cool as crap. You could make a tooth with braces on it. That's a good idea. I found my paints and brushes. 3 canvas. Nice. Daryl. Daryl Brown. I was talking about you yesterday with Dakota. You are a funny guy. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Mix red and green for brown. Well, I already have brown, and I don't have red or... Well, actually I have red, but I don't have any green here. I'd have to go over there and get it. I think we're good, though. I think we're good. I think we're coming up with what we're envisioning here. Like, we're more or less going to make it the same as this one right here. Right? The same kind of like, yo, something happened in that guy's mouth that didn't go quite correct. This is where the dental lady, it's not always a lady, but where they're like, so how often do you floss? And I'm like, never. And they're like, oh, okay, that's the answer that I knew was correct, but I didn't think you would actually say that. All right, get a little more brown in there. Give that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See? There we go. That's the movie magic for all rooting for. Okay, and then I have this other color. This is like a yellowy white color. Let's see, what is it actually called? It's called Naples Yellow Hue. This color is a good tooth color as well. Okay. That's that's just great. Golden Girl, have you seen his heartburns? They are awesome. Well, thank you, Kathleen Smith. Here's a heartburn. This is just a wood burning of a heart, which is why it's called a heartburn. This one is sold, but I have enough. I have wood to make one more because I'm making it out of scrap wood. Okay, okay, okay. I have to wait for this to dry again because I keep my hand goes on it and then it's coming off on my thumb. So we'll let that dry for a minute and then we'll just did it again. Then we'll come back to it. Your brother is a trip. We love him on Madness Monday. Yeah, yeah, he's pretty good. Uh, what? Okay. I see why you deleted that. Thank you. Oh gosh, I went to the last dentist visit. Lady killed me with that diamond tip. Drill jabbed me. I screamed. She said, "Oh honey, you didn't floss. There, that's why you're bleeding." I said, "Oh no, you did that." That's kind of passive aggressive. Eh? She's like, "Oh honey, if you would have flossed, I wouldn't have stabbed you in the gums with this diamond bit." I proudly display teeth on the shelf. Nice. What about a heart like that on your finger? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. Some of the things I have ideas in my head. I don't want to say them because I don't want other people to do them first. Not because I don't want them to also make it, but I don't want anyone to think that I'm copying them. So when it comes to being inspired, I am often inspired by environment, uh, shapes, textures, stuff like that. Often I'm also inspired by what other people make. But if I have an idea, I try to realize the idea without looking up other people's examples. Does that make sense? And I have this idea to make heart sculptures that are anatomical heart shaped, like human hearts, and making them gold plated. Probably not with real gold because I can't afford that. And basically just calling them hearts of gold. Kind of like a pun, right? Now, probably someone has done that, I'm not sure, but I want to do that. But I don't know what an anatomical heart looks like all the way around. I ordered one, like one of those ones that you see in a doctor's office. It was hard to decipher the shapes and stuff. It just wasn't very good, and it wasn't life sized either. And I thought it was life sized. I got it off Amazon. So if anyone knows where to buy those or get them or has one that they don't want, and you'd like to send it to me, that would be sick. Because then I could use it as a reference. Because using pictures for reference isn't doesn't really work for that because they're basically the same. Teeth are all different, so it's easy to get away with having a tooth that looks like this and a tooth that looks like that and a tooth that looks like whatever else because it's tooth like. But hearts are more or less all sort of the same kind of, and I don't know what they look like all the way around. if that makes sense. All right, let's get to another question. Skull and crossbones on a rotten tooth. Oh, how about a round small glass to place on top like a candle holder? On top of a tooth? That could work. You need to train Hank to fetch colors. Have you ever thought of doing a beautiful clay bust sculpture of Ashley? I have not. I don't know what I would do with it. I would do one of myself. No, I wouldn't actually, but those kinds of things we don't really do much thought on. Does that make sense? Do much thought on? Get a pig heart from a butcher. Are they very similar? I know that they're similar, but are they like perfectly similar? Like size and everything? A bust of your wife is buy it. She is such a beautiful human. Are you saying I'd buy it? Or because you said is buy it? I think I mentioned the glass eyes on the teeth. Eyes on the teeth? I could make like a monster. You know what I did want to do? I was thinking about making the toe with like out a bone here and then having a pigtail. All right. Okay. Now we need some of that right there. Okay, we'll do the crevice now. Get some more of this gray that's blue colored. Stick that in there like nobody's business. Okay. There we go. All right, I'll knock this down in a minute. Yeah. Like this, like that. Okay, now. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go like, get a little water. Oh shoot, I have too much of another color on there. Payne's gray. The more gray is Davy. You might be able to tell I'm not a real artist. I'm a fraud. I just play one on YouTube. Okay. There. Bleed that out a bit, and then I'll darken it over again with another wash afterwards. So down there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll let that dry real quick. Not sure the attaching blood vessels are exactly the same orientation. Yeah, that's what I would need. Talking about the pig's heart, right? We used to dissect pigs in A and P because of the similarities. I don't know what A and P is. Is it possible to finger paint on clay, you think? Yeah. Hello to all the swellerific peeps on here. Don't forget to tell your loved ones you love them. Mark something of homemade everything past, and it reminded me again, you never know how long you have. Homemade everything. I don't know who that is. He must be a YouTuber though. That's that articulated skeleton that moves, but heart parts made from clock gears and such. Yeah. My daughter-in-law teaches health, and they have a video that bring organs out and rotates them so you can see all the way around. Maybe you can find something like that on YouTube. Maybe. But I want to have one in real life so I can get size reference. I was so very sad. Mark was a great guy. I really feel for Jackie. What is 3.5% of 3.5 billion? Is that 1? No. Why would that be 1? Is that, I don't know. I have no idea. 1 billion, 3.5%. So, let's say there's 1 billion. 3.5 would be, what is the number? Is it 3,500? Or something? Or is it 30,500? Or is it 30? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't freaking. That's exactly what he looks like. Don't cut your hair. I didn't say I was going to cut my hair. He was only in his early 30s with too small. So he's a maker. It looks like, or sounds like. Did he die from the COVID-19 or unrelated? Kenny Rogers died as well. That was your painting music, Teresa. Yeah. On a warm summer's evening. It wasn't warm today. It also wasn't summer. That's just that song. What's it called? The Gambler. Okay. I'm gonna wash this out a bit. Actually, we're going to do it with the sponge brush so we can get some love introduced into this sculpture. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Dakota did his own haircut and looks great. He did. Yesterday we were talking about haircuts. We both used to cut our own hair. But I don't anymore. He still does most of the time. Cut his own hair. Or I shouldn't say most of the time, but quite often he does cut his own hair. Okay. If we can get, it's 1 freaking billion. I've drank too much and Siri had to help me. 1 billion, 3.5, oh. 3.5% of 3.5 billion? I never saw his channel, but I follow Off the Ranch and he had a clip of he and Mark the other day. So sad. Off the Ranch? That's the guy who died? Wait. I've seen his videos. Like, I've seen the shooting videos. Target practice videos where he reviews guns and stuff. Then they buy, like, a man. Oh, frick. Damn, son. So, and he had his own channel as well. Okay. Dang. How did he die? Cancer. Oh, did you already say that? What kind of haircut would I give myself? The same haircut I already have. He had cancer. He was very open about his disease. Man, that sucks. You know, cancer sucks. And if someone has a cure for well, I mean, there's many different kinds of cancer, but let's just say there's one cure for all and they're keeping it to profit, as is a conspiracy. That person should get cancer, and then nobody else. Dang, son. Hannah, I thought you were a good Christian girl. You're just saying that, saying the F word just all out. Didn't even censor it with like a star or nothing. Trying to get me demonetized. All right. But yes, cancer sucks a lot. I agree. I agree, my friend. Okay. Now, what I did on this tooth here is, oh, actually, sorry, I forgot this. I forgot this one whole side. Getting ahead of myself here. My ADD is running rampant, as always. Okay, let me do this side real quick. Actually, let's get some of that color in there, just to get a little mixture. I don't know what to call these. Does anyone have a good name? No. Trolls are huge, right? So they would have big teeth. Okay. Hans was here? What? Where is it? Hans Iverson. Good night, all you awesome people. I need to help an old soul out tomorrow. Alright, see ya, man. Thanks for being here. Sarah is here. It's 4 a.m. where she is. This is why we are in a situation we are in now. Cancer took my dad. Cancer can bite a big one. No word, exactly. So true. They could cure it, but why not make money by just treating it? Bailey's is so nice. I haven't had any in so long. Cancer. I missed some stuff and just realized who you were talking about. Magic Fox will have to ban you. We'll have to ban you, Hannah. This is why. Hi, Josh. Just if cancer, when the cells freak out, cause of the oil. What? Is cancer when the cells freak out because of the oil burned in the car? That doesn't make any sense. Lost both parents to cancer. Them, I had it but survived. Congratulations, Christine. Where's the gasoline? Well, oil isn't supposed to be burned in cars, so it could be gasoline, but I guess that could be cancer causing if you're chilling in exhaust all day. That can't be good for you. All right. Okay, there we go. I got this side. Okay. Now, now we can wait for that to dry. Then we will move on. Avoiding alcohol. Don't want the beer shit. That's funny. Um, my sister-in-law lost a great nephew to cancer a few weeks ago. He was a big hockey fan. When he passed, people put hockey sticks out in their doorways to honor him. Well, that's nice. How many gold bars have been found so far? I think 5 or 6. I can't remember, or maybe 8. I don't remember. I know number 5 has been found. Number 2 has been found. Number Either number 3 or number 4. 3 in LA have been found. So there's 2 more. Probably the one at the Hollywood sign is going to be the hardest to find and the most work to get. Um, and then number 6 and 7 have been found. Those were in Vegas. And I don't know who found number 6 because they didn't tell me. I just know that 2 people who went to go find it didn't find it there. And number 8 and 9 I hid in Canada. And those I will have, they are in the next vlog, which might be out on Monday, hopefully. What does Zenobia say? The crafty stasher's here. Where's Zenobia? I didn't see her comment. Lost my husband to cancer. Oh, right. I knew that. That it sucks. The Crafty Stasher. If you guys don't know the Crafty Stasher, you should go subscribe to her and then find out who she is. Just for her voice alone. Contact you. Yeah. Not number 6 though. And also, yeah, not number 6. Whoever found number 6, I don't know. And if number 1 and number whichever other one, number 3 or whatever it was, where did I hide number 3? Do you guys remember? Hollywood sign. That was the first one. The second one was in that plant on the Walk of Fame. The third one, where was the third one? Where the heck was the third one? Maybe it was on the pier. I know number 5 was at the freaking Big Boy. Okay, so Hollywood sign, Walk of Fame. I'm trying to remember them in order. Man, what the heck? I can't remember where the third one was. Hello, Ashley Richmond. The music stand plays. Music stand. I know one was at Santa Monica Pier, but was it the third one? Then where was the fourth one? Oh, right. Okay, Santa Monica Pier was the third one. The fourth one was at I forget what that park is called or complex is called. That one. I'm surprised no one went there because that one was very easy. And then one at the Big Boy. And then number 6 was by the Luxor, and number 7 was by some other place in Vegas. Right. Okay, I forgot about that one. It was very hard to actually hide the one in where the fountain was because we actually had to film that. Sorry, I just disconnected there for a second. We actually had to film that. We start over filming it a couple times. Like when I was like looking at the sign that said "Don't." What did it say? I can't remember whatever it said, or maybe it was a light. Whatever I filmed, I had to like do it, and then the security would walk by, and I was like, "Crap," because they were just curious of what I was doing, so they're just watching me just out of curiosity, and then so then I had to stop, wait for them to pass, Then do it again. I probably did it like 4 or 5 times. We'd go and look at what we put in the little bush there, but they never did, so then we were good. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10, okay. Since Ashley's working till midnight, I'm gonna make her supper when she comes home, so maybe well, it takes her a while to get home, so maybe at 12 I will get off. Or, well, how long have we been on? Okay, I'll get off in an hour. I'll try to finish this in an hour. Because yesterday's live stream was 2 hours, so I will try to make this one 2 hours. And no longer. If it's faster than that, then it's faster than that. Can you make me some supper? When you come to visit, although I don't know if that's still on the table. When you visit my brother, I'm allowed to work outside. Since work is going to slow down quite a bit, we're not going to probably do much renovating. We'll probably just do work outside. Get our garden going, stuff like that. Okay, now, now. Okay, get some water. Nice. I need a paper towel. Let me. Whoops. Let's put that over there. Keep that safe. Fudge. I tried to find black, but I'm pretty sure this is blue. But I can't see because it has my prints all over it. That is blue. All right, will do. The snow hasn't melted yet, Smurf fam. Has your snow melted over in LA? You guys don't have any snow. Okay. Got a little bit of black. So what this one is gonna have that the other one didn't is actual black just in the crackety crack of this little sculpture there. Nice and grotesquely gross. Grotesquely awesome. What did I say the other one was? I don't even know what snow looks like anymore. The one tooth looks like grandma getting in the tub. Okay, get that in there. Get it looking all nice and disgusting. Take this, pat it off. Okay. Okay. We have lots of snow near Los Angeles. It was 29 degrees just the other day. Is that cold? Because 29 degrees here is hot in Celsius. That'd be like 80 something. I don't know. Can someone Google that? What 29 degrees Celsius is in Fahrenheit? All right. Okay. Keep the We had all about zero point 0.4 inches all this year in Philly. Nothing but rain in McKinney, Texas. Hope the animals don't start pairing up. What? Oh, like the arc? 29 degrees Celsius equals 84.2. Ah, dang it. I was way off. It's not 89. Delfino says, which it could be more. Love your work. No, wish it could be more. Well, Delfina, I'm perfectly happy with that. Thank you so much. Unnecessary, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Hey, if you put that tooth under your pillow, you should get a couple $100 from the tooth fairy. That's funny. Uh, no snow in Milwaukee. Well, Wisconsin? Is that what that is? But there's a bunch at our cabin in northern Wisconsin. We hope to go up there next week if we can and if we're healthy. All these messages. That would be a big ass tooth fairy hauling it off, says Chris. That message was deleted because it says ass, and if there's too many curses that the YouTube reads, like the bots read in the chat, then my video will get demonetized. So that's why that was deleted. Which I didn't know that was a thing. He actually told me that. For a person who doesn't actually do YouTube, he seems to know a lot about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, you gotta do this." Like he told me like the other day, I accidentally called him, and then we ended up talking for like almost an hour, probably 45 minutes or so. And yeah, he told me a bunch of stuff. And just so you know, the hey Bradley, thanks a lot. Hear worse on regular TV. Yeah, I know, but it's just that's the YouTube thing. That's because the advertiser, right? They care about making money. They don't care that you say it. They care about that the advertisers care, right? So if an advertiser gets wind of a like, oh, he said ass in the comments, we don't want that kind of attention or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not a. We gotta make the most profit there, son. Is anybody saying but worse? We gotta shut them down. We're pulling our advertising from that there tuber. I don't know why they would talk like that. They'd probably be a little more sophisticated. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, we're getting there, boys. We're getting there. This is kind of like watching you washing dishes live. Sort of. Someone suggested that I do Twitch. And this is probably oh, so the feedback for the doing the what do you call it? What were we talking about yesterday, last night? Patreon. That's what it's called. The feedback about the Patreon. Most people think that's a good idea, and the people who didn't think it was a good idea, like it was barely anyone, and they were just probably concerned that I would then make content that I now make for free. I would no longer make it for free, which I would never do that. So the paid content stuff would be extra stuff, and maybe if you're willing, you can give me suggestions of what you would like to see. Now I have ideas of what I'm going to do already, but if there's other stuff that you don't see on my channel now that you would like to see that you don't that you would agree with me that doesn't necessarily belong on my channel because it's not related to what I do, let me know. Whether you would subscribe to that or not. I don't care. Just your suggestion is helpful either way. Okay. Buffering. Swearing isn't family friendly, and YouTube has to be universal appeal. Anything you want to do on your channel is fine because it is yours. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, but that's not what I'm asking. And the stuff, the content that I release on Patreon, I may in the future add it to my channel too, because I might find a way that it becomes suitable, you know? So the reason why I delete a lot of my live videos is because this is my only outlet besides Instagram where I can do a live feed. And the reason why I delete a lot of them is because they have nothing to do with my artistic ventures, or I can't relate it to it very easily, right? So, you know, if my truck wasn't for my if it wasn't part of my job, or if it wasn't part, like if we weren't repairing it and stuff, I wouldn't have put that in the vlog yet. That's not the right way to say that. I wouldn't have put it in the vlog at all because it wouldn't have been related to it. I wouldn't have vlogged about it. But since, you know, I was fixing it, and which is kind of making, I put it in there because I could make it relate. But if I went there and all I did was just sightsee, I wouldn't put that. I wouldn't make a video about it because it wouldn't it wouldn't relate. I might put some clips in it and be like, "Hey, sorry I've been gone. I was," and then there would be like a flashback of me doing some stuff there, and then I would do whatever. So that's why, you know, some things are just not included, or some things are deleted or whatever, just because they're too far from what I do YouTube for. Okay. Okay. Now let's put in a happy little cavity, and now he needs a friend. What's causing all the buffering? Is it the internet speed of the video setup you're using? No movement for over 5 minutes. Oh, that's weird. Oh yeah. I can see me moving on this camera, but I don't see me moving on the feed. I don't know what that is. Well, I would like your sightseeing stuff says crinkle. Yeah, and I would put it in there if I could make it relevant. If I can make it tell the story of why I got there. So, or maybe if I'm sightseeing, I may intentionally. Um, I'm just gonna refresh my own feed here and see if that made a difference. Um, Maybe while I'm sightseeing, I may see if I can find a piece that I could use in my art. So, like, say I'm walking around and I find a piece of metal that has a nice shape. I might pick it up. I mean, I'm not going to intentionally go out and look for stuff necessarily so I have an excuse to put the footage in a vlog, but I may intentionally, if I come across it, start talking about it for, like, say 30 seconds. So then it becomes, the whole walk becomes relevant to my channel, right? Because, like, I go for a walk all the time to walk my dog, you know? But I don't vlog about it almost ever, unless it's a transitional shot or it's telling the story of the vlog that I'm already currently filming. But if I find something, bam, I can use this in my art. I can talk about it. I can maybe be like, say I found a horseshoe, for example. I could be like, okay, I can use this to make a sculpture that could be relevant to a horse. I could make this a sculpture that's maybe just some other farm animal, or it could just be a filler piece. I might just talk about it for like, you may see me use that horseshoe, and then you can, if you remember, you can be like, oh, that's the one horseshoe that he found on that walk, you know? Then it kind of all goes, yeah, it all makes sense. Uh, saw Hank on a video chat and he said he didn't like me. He looked at me like I was crazy. Uh, yeah, you did see him. He doesn't care about people on video. Uh, it's all Netflix and Disney's fault for the buffering. Yeah. It could also be on my end because my internet sucks. And now that everyone's home, my internet carrier is it's like it's satellite. It's not hardwire. And they're only supposed to have so many households on the same whatever they call it. But they just built a new tower down the road. And so they added so many more people to it and it makes the internet slow. And now that everyone's home, they're using internet because they have nothing else to do. Because most people don't have satellite TV anymore, or they have like one of those other ones, one of those copycats. And so, yeah, the internet sucks here. And you know what sucks? Ryan lives just down the road, about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes away from me, depending on what vehicle you're driving. And his internet is great, he tells me. He has no problems with his internet. And if you guys don't know who Ryan is, he's the guy who's helped me out in my vlogs. One thing that I think is worth mentioning again, I've mentioned it a few times, but if you ask me a question in the comments section and I don't answer it, it's not because I'm ignoring you necessarily. I don't read every single comment, but every so often I will go on it and I will check it out. So just ask it again in the next vlog or whatever. But if it's a question that can be answered if you watch the video, I probably won't. And then therefore I don't think the question is warranted. There's one person in particular who does it all the time. It's very annoying. They're always obnoxious, but yeah, that's a thing. Some people think that I'm ignoring them, so they email me, and I'm like, what? But yeah, no, I'm not ignoring you. So please don't think that. See you later, Sarah. Brian Nelson was watching Ryan and Justin earlier today. Yeah. My son thinks YouTube TV is the problem. Could be. There's a delay. Your mouth is moving like an old martial arts movie. It's entertaining. We have satellite internet too. No other option. It does stink. Yeah, there's no other option here as well. We have found it for bad weather season Oklahoma, but it also always does go down when it gets bad out. No sense. I like the natural flow of the way your art evolves. You mean like, ooh, I'm getting a message. This is an important message. I gotta listen to this later. Sounds like the vlog is gonna be delayed a little bit, but it might be worth it for me. Sometimes, I like doing at a level where people would pay, I don't think. But with some technique training and stuff and some you know, tricks of the trade being taught, I think I could make some pretty cool films. I don't know. I'm probably not going to do that, but I just love playing with music and transitions and stuff. I just, yeah, it's so cool. Why did they take your truck? That really ticked me off. It really ticked me off too. All that work, all for no reason. All that will be explained in the next vlog, which might not come out Monday now, but hopefully soon. Tokyo has already been gone thanks to the Corona monster. I don't know. So, the Joshing with Dakota vlog that Dakota did with his doppelganger was great. That is not a vlog, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, that was hilarious. When I saw that, I cracked up. I thought that was great. Okay. Okay. Now, gotta wait for this to dry. Then we gotta do another wash of the blue, and then we'll be getting there. So this is what it looks like right now. Once we put the clear coat on it, it'll get shinier, and it'll look better. And then we'll put the drool on it with the epoxy resin, 5-minute epoxy glue. See you, Bradley. I wonder how he was able to do it. Yeah, me too. I have no idea. Tree. Okay. I have 30 minutes left. I have to make this look a little more irregular down here. I hope you guys kind of get a glimpse of how these projects come together, because like in a 10-minute video it looks like it doesn't take very long, but it kind of does. This project's taken 4 hours. I mean, 2 hours yesterday and then 2 hours today, but in reality I probably would save some time if I wasn't talking to you guys, because I get distracted. But you know, you still kind of get to see the process. Okay, now we'll let that dry. Now we'll let it dry. Did we really need to come up with a nice way of saying stay the heck away from me? What? What happened? Jump back jack works? What? Will you be adding adding the bloody effect also to this tooth? Yeah. But it's subtle, right? There's just a little bit. Right? There's just a little bit. Jump back jack? I don't know what that is. Someone finally asked about your truck. I was wondering how long that would take. Well, yesterday, probably some of these people are from yesterday, and that like that was the same question came up over and over and over again. Even though I've already explained multiple times that I will, it'll be in the next vlog. But people are antsy. Are things as crazy in your area as they are in the U.S.? Since we have free healthcare, no, it is not. People don't panic as much, but some people, of course, are going to panic and buy everything that other people need. But it's not like how the U.S. is handling it, as far as we're seeing. All right, and I'm only getting my information from like social media. So the vlog might, Lynn, the vlog might not come out on Monday, depending on the music. I just heard back about the music, and he thinks he's gonna need a little more time. So, uh, it's the drama we crave in the vids because some of us don't have enough of it in our lives when it comes to the truck cliffhanger. I did not expect that to be the way the video ended when I left and everything was going great. The truck was running like a beauty. Like I keep getting comments even still on those videos of people saying like, "Dude, drop." Actually, this one person in particular was like, "Dude, has anyone else told you to drop the lemon and get your ass back to Canada or something like that?" The truck is not a lemon. A lemon is maybe what it would be to you or that person because they wouldn't know how to fix it, and neither did I. I didn't know how to fix it either, but Ken did. My mechanical experience is I can fix something if someone tells me how to fix it, but I don't know how to diagnose some of those bigger issues. So, anyways, it was not a lemon. It was just unfortunately more had needed more work than was initially suspected, based off of what the sellers had talked about, and we just believed them. Well, the second guy, the guy who sold it to us, actually didn't know because he didn't do anything. We were prepared to do the work. It just cost way more than we thought it would, which sucked, but didn't matter to me because I wanted that truck. It's like my dream truck, so I've wanted that truck for years and years. Not necessarily a crew cab long bed, but um, a truck of that era, a Ford F-150 or 350 or 250. I just wanted one. And then when I finally got it, I was elated. And then all this crap started happening, and then I was like, why wouldn't this happen? Why wouldn't this happen? I get to the border, everything's going well, even in the video, right? I'm like, perfect. Like, it was so easy. Then I just go a little bit further to the Canada side, and then they're like, hey, bend over for a second. And I'm like, great, great. Of course this is going to happen. And I was like, all right, see ya. And then, yeah. Ken is like a Superman. What can't he do? He can't fly. For a Superman, that's odd, isn't it? He also can't shoot lasers out of his eyes. It's weird. As a Superman, I think that should be like the two main things that you should be able to do. So, are you saying the grocery store was well stocked when you went last week? Uh, it wasn't well stocked, but it wasn't completely bare. You know what wasn't there? Toilet paper. And also, no hand sanitizer, although I wasn't buying hand sanitizer. I just noted that there wasn't. And there was also no flour. And also no pasta. There was a lot of things that were missing. But I got everything I needed. Except for ground beef. There was also no ground beef. And which is weird because we get the expensive ground beef. We get like the grass fed, ethically raised farm meat, and all that was gone too. And it's way more expensive than the factory farm beef. Like it's way more expensive. And I was like, what the heck? People are. I got some epoxy on me. That was some stuff that didn't cure. Whoops. Anyways, yeah. Um, um, Maybe he was a nice guy. I never met him, but uh, when the paperwork was denied the first time, he helped us out a lot. So that was good. We still had to drive 1,400 miles to get that crap figured out, which I didn't really put in the vlog because I was just like, this whole vlog is gonna be a freaking bummer. I'll just mention that it didn't go well, so I just put in the just a it did not go smoothly or whatever, and that was it. Uh, Not that what happened to your truck was funny by all means, but you have to know all of us that have been watching are bummed for you. Looking forward to the rest of the saga. Yeah. Jump back Jack was a friendly way of saying social distancing, Josh. Oh, okay. It's a drama. Oh, okay. Good. I'm being good and waiting for the next vlog. Nice. Doing the same thing in England. I know you looked so proud driving your truck. Dude, I was so stoked. I had it for, well, I didn't technically own it almost the whole time I was there. Ken did. But, I mean, it was mine, right? And I never got to drive it until finally. And then they're like, do you know what a one hit wonder is? At the border. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, congratulations. So you are saying that, oh, I already read that. But that's what happens when you're having fun. Someone has to rain on your happy parade. People keep posting about nothing on the shelves. Well, where I go, we have a store called Superstore. I don't know where you are. In Canada, there's a store called the Real Canadian Superstore. And it's kind of like Walmart, but they are a little more ethical with their employees. Um, they are like a grocery store, but they don't sell TVs and stuff. Actually, they do sell TVs. They have a small section for that, but Walmart is kind of like they sell everything. Superstore is more so a grocery store. They have a pharmacy. They do sell clothes, sort of. They have, I mean, they do have clothes. They have lots of clothes. I shouldn't say sort of. They sell like it's kind of like Walmart, but not. Anyways, um, Walmart does too. I don't know, but Superstore restocks every single night, and apparently every day it's all gone, which is so weird. Why are people buying so much toilet paper? If there's an issue where you're not going to be able to do anything for the amount of time that it's going to take you to use up all the toilet paper, we have bigger problems. You're going to need more than toilet paper. You're probably going to be it's going to be apocalypse level probably. The amount of toilet paper people are buying. Some people are buying it to sell it for outrageous prices, and I'm so glad that that's you can't like sites that like secondhand sites and stuff are not allowing that, which is so freaking great. I think that's so hilarious. Like Facebook Marketplace, you can't sell it on there. You can't sell it on Kijiji. I'm not sure about Craigslist, but I'm like, hell yeah. And they can't return it to Costco or Superstore or Walmart. Like, what a burn. Freaking ass hats. Okay. Oh, I forgot about under here for a second. What's wrong with me? Okay. Now, we'll take some Sacre Bleu. Some gray. Pain gray, right? We'll take some water. Garçon. And then we will... Oh, that wasn't quite enough paint. Oh, you son of a gun. had to pay $10 for 4 rolls of the cheapy toilet paper. I was so pissed off. What? Where did you buy that from? Don't buy it from those people who are freaking price gouging, because there's going to be more at the store. If the stores are selling it for that much, I would just steal it, to be honest. Allegedly. I saw a video of this guy who was buying all the toilet paper at like a Costco or someplace, one of those types of stores, and people were just taking the toilet paper off of his cart and buying it for themselves. They probably didn't even need it. They were just like, "Screw you, man." And then he just was like, "Hey, hey." And yeah, could have gotten bad for him. But he knew he was an ass. He knew what he was doing. Dollar General has toilet paper and water now. That is the only store in my community. It takes half an hour to go to Walmart or Kroger's. I just like the good eggs. I don't have chickens. They were all gone too. I saw when someone took a roll of paper towel and cut it into 3 rolls of toilet paper with his power saw. Yeah, that's gonna clog up his sewer system. Are Ken and Dalton okay since California has a lot of coronavirus? We were worried that you wouldn't get to Canada because of the virus. Glad you're back and seemingly okay. They're fine so far. Ashley might need a stepladder to get in it though. Well, I want a darn car that works that I don't have to fix every time I drive it. Yeah. Your brother Ken is an awesome mechanic. If that's true, Matthew Fox, then I'm screwed. Oh, because Matthew Fox is a lemon. He has multiple problems. Most people are lemons. Good for y'all, Josh. I buy that too. I have to buy lactose-free milk, and it is expensive, and it was all gone at Kroger. Hey, bend over for a minute. That was funny. Had to pay $10 for, yeah. Really? Probably because it wasn't worth their time, because it was just one guy. At a grocery store locally owned is where I got the cheap toilet paper for an outrageous price. Oh, you should have been like, hey, is this always $10? Oh, it's not? It's up because of this? Okay. Well, it's $10. I gotta get my money's worth. And just freaking kick in the counter or something. Be like, oh, is that not a normal thing to do here? Only ripping people off is a normal thing to do? Sorry. I didn't know. Where I come from, we don't rip people off. But we do kick in counters. I guess they could be like, well, do you kick in people's property? Do you damage people's property? Only if they're assholes. Oh crap, I swore again. Only if they're buttheads. Why, were you not being a butthead by... Imagine calling someone a butthead, how... They'd be like, what are you, 7? That'd be... What did you just call me? Yeah, you heard me. What are you gonna do about it? I don't know, that wasn't very egregious, so I guess nothing? That's what I thought. Oh, man. So, once the crisis is over, you know who not to support ever again, right? If a store is doing that locally here, or a person, like if I knew a person, if one of my friends was doing that, I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? I wouldn't not be friends with them again, but I would embarrass the crap out of them all the time. I'd be like, you know what this guy did during the coronavirus thing? He was selling Purell for $9. And then people would be like, really? Oh, you are a jerk. Yeah, no. Because that's, like, I understand looking out for number one, but, like, what? What are you doing? Want us to work for free. I say they give us a 10% discount for ringing it. Yeah, I don't ring up my own stuff either at self checkouts. Uh, in LA, we went to, where did we go? To get the spray paint, Home Depot. I almost just left. I was almost going to be like, well, I don't work here, so screw this place. I hate that. A lot of people are like, I don't care. Whatever. Yeah, then you do it. You work for free. And there's nothing wrong with working for free if you want to, but the thing is that they don't change the prices of their stuff. Like they're saving a lot of money by not paying someone to do that job. And I get it that it's convenient sometimes, but like, what are you doing? If they just opened up more cashiers, you wouldn't have to wait. Do you not understand that? Okay. I think. What do you guys think? Are we done here? Are we ready for uh, clear coat? I think we are. I might just give this a little more damage, not damage. Lighten it up just a little bit down there, just so it doesn't look too. I don't know. President's Choice Superstore, probably no frills too, is giving their staff a temporary 15% raise, and they should because they're the only ones working. Drives me nuts that they don't give a discount for doing your own groceries, and then they check your cart for thievery. Oh, do they? You know, you don't have to. You own what's in the cart. You don't own the cart. Uh, you own so no one. Well, I don't know how the law works everywhere, but in Canada, anyone who's just a citizen can't ask you to check your property. So once you buy it, it is your property. They have to suspect that you're stealing something in order to have a secret shopper then check you. An employee, give me your handbag or whatever, purse, and let me check that. It's not a security measure, right? It's not to make sure that you don't have a gun. It's to make sure, it's to look at your property. And I know that that sounds petty, but that's how, what do you call it? That's how things spiral out of control. Is you lose a freedom or whatever you'd call that, and then it just gets out of control. Now I don't steal, so I personally don't care if someone does that. Like I get why they do it, but like it happens to me all the time, and sometimes I go, no, thank you, and I just keep walking because they're not going to do anything. There's nothing they can do. Now, if they wanted to have like police involved, then I would be like, oh, I didn't want them to like handle my property. Like I own it. That's what I would do. That's never happened, but you know, it's stupid because it's easy to avoid that. But I just think it's ridiculous that that's a thing that happens. But yeah, they have no right to do that. It's easy to just flash a receipt and then just keep walking as well. I mean, you don't have to like. I would be the asshole in that situation if it got out of hand, right? And I don't want people to think I'm some jerk who whatever, because it's so easy to just be like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, check my property to see if any of it is still your property. I get it. There is a big problem with theft in a lot of stores, so I get why they wouldn't want to. They don't want to chance it any longer. Okay, I'm almost done here. Your receipt is actually a contract between you and the store for an exchange of goods, so you do own the groceries. Yeah, of course. They won't let you out of the store until an employee looks and scans your receipt. What are they gonna do? They're gonna tackle you? No, you can leave. They might tell you you can't leave, but that doesn't mean anything because they're not law enforcement. You don't have to listen to another citizen. Now, if they want to put you under a citizen's arrest, perhaps things are escalating. You might want to check my shorts. Do not take any legal advice from me because I don't actually know what I'm talking about, okay? My daughter just told me that the last bus of city people that tried to get off their bus to shop here were stopped by a bunch of local people. Good. This is a different kind of situation because this is freaking life and death at some extremes. Unless they're shopping for their necessities. I'm almost done. How did I do it on this one? Are you going to make a whole giant mouthful of them on the catalog? So you can, if you want a giant tooth, then I will make a tooth. And if you want a tooth, by the way, they right now they're $100, but they take a while to make. So I'll probably make them like 150 or something like that. And it's art, so I want it to gain value, and I want them to be one day maybe they will be $800. I don't know. That'd be ridiculous for me to just go right out the bat. It's the paintings that have the most value out of the stuff that I have, but I would like my sculptural work to gain value like that too, but it doesn't really work like that necessarily. It takes a while sometimes, unfortunately. Whoops. Okay. I did hear that Kenny Rogers died. It's just crazy how Walmart targets women as the thieves. Oh, I think it's anyone. But women typically have purses, so it's easier to steal, so that's what they use as justification. It's easier to steal if you have something to conceal it. Walmart sucks, to be honest. If you don't have to, if you, like, I know Walmart has good prices and stuff, right? But if you don't, if Walmart, if you have other options, use the other options. Walmart is freaking horrible. Linking arms across our little Woolsworth doorway to stop the city people from entering and buying everything. Really? You guys did that? My daughter just told me that the last bus is... Oh, I already read that. Did you hear? I hear Hank's toenails. I've already had 8 years with almost no human contact. Really? Thanks to your love Canadians for helping me survive. Dang, that's sad. Walmart supports slave labor. We have lost a lot of great artists in the past few years. Those concerts in heaven are epic. I know it. You know it? Have you been there? I highly doubt that you know it. You know who I haven't seen in a while? Chris McQuaig. Is he here right now? Walmart was the only place last week where I could get the rest of my stuff. They had toilet paper. I had already gone to 3 other stores. It's insane, the toilet paper. I made a... If you're friends with me on Facebook, then you may have already seen this, but... I made a... Not that Crohn's is funny. Crohn's sucks, but... My joke. I thought it was funny. Okay. Oh, I've already been over 2 hours. Crap. Okay. I'm going to spray this. Pretty sure that's gonna fall. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay. Today I paid $8 for 3 ounces of hand sanitizer in Ontario. Is that expensive? I don't know. I never buy hand sanitizer. It probably is expensive, huh? Okay. I don't want to spray my computer. What can I use? Just gonna use a whole crap load. Okay. When she saw me, she took off running, and her daughter ran after her, yelling, "Mommy, wait for us." That was the lady who was stealing stuff? Joke. Okay, what's the joke, Monica? How many artists does it take to change a light bulb? 10. 1 to change it, and 9 to reassure him about how good it looks. Okay. Uh, I wasn't one of the people that did it, but I understand why people. I understand why, because we are a small country town, and it's crazy that city people are busy here buying all our food from our 2 supermarkets we have. That's because everything in the city is also taken out. Today I also paid $18 for 9 rolls of toilet paper in Ontario. Where are you buying this? Why would you do that? Just wait. Unless you absolutely can't wait. If you're out, then you're out. How's the ventilation down there? I have a thing right here. This is blowing it all away. Make your own antibacterial soup. Use soap, not soup. Use aloe vera gel and rubbing alcohol. Way cheaper and easier on your hands. Good tips. Rubbing alcohol. That does not taste very good. Oh, this is awesome. There's like a bubble here. It probably won't stay, and there's another one right there. It's a good spit bubble. Okay. I'm gonna grab some epoxy. Okay. This stuff is fantastic. Ugh. Damn it. Okay. Gotta wait for that to dry. Let's see here. Dang, I hate it when that happens. How many psychiatrists does it take to change a light bulb? Only one, but that light bulb has to want to change. Why are they price gouging you? Those corporations are price gouging you? I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying that you should think about it and just arm out and just knock everything that people aren't buying off the shelf. They're going to have to then pay their employees to pick it up. It's going to suck for the employee to have to do that, but it's going to cost the company money. And there you go. Don't do that, but do it. Think about it. There was even an insulin shortage according to my doctor. Fortunately, I'm fine since my usage dose has decreased. Dang. Yeah, but like, what was it, Michael's and Rexall? Was it Rexall? See, never shop there again at that Michael's. Michaels buys up every art store and every independent craft store that it can. So go to the craft stores and art stores. Like Michaels doesn't even have better prices than the independent art store. They're almost the same. This is like a I don't know. They never have enough people working there. I mean, sometimes you have to go to Michaels, but I don't know, dude. Corporations are often so freaking not evil. That's not the right word. They're just yes, evil is the right word sometimes, but I don't know necessarily for Michaels. I hate that crap. So get your money's worth, whatever that means. I'm not encouraging any theft or any vandalism or anything like that. Just use your imagination. Um, Michaels is a ripoff. It is a ripoff. For the most part. These paints are from Michaels. This one is. This red. It probably cost a lot. I don't remember. But I needed paint. And I got this when I was out of town. And I didn't know where the art store was. So I went and got this. And it was expensive. I remember it being expensive. But I just don't remember how much it was. And it's not even good quality. We are getting a huge Hobby Lobby and it's just up from my... Is that a better store? I don't know. Gabriel, what did you say? The 1 ounce bottle said not for retail sale, yet they sold 1 ounce for like $2.50. And then he said that's illegal. Report them, said Michelle Perron. Yeah, that is illegal. If it's not for retail sale, if it says it on there, then they entered an agreement that they wouldn't sell it. And so they're breaking, well, I don't know if that's illegal necessarily because I don't know who their agreement is with, but they're, yeah, if you can prove a way, I don't know. People who do that or places that do that, I freaking hate that crap. I hate it so much. Because, like, so I've been stolen from a few times, and it sucks, right? So when I see someone who like there's people steal for different reasons. A lot of times people steal because of the thing and they need to. I'm not talking about the people who need to. Personally, I don't think anyone needs to steal, but people get desperate. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about people who are taking advantage of people, especially in a thing like this. Like, people are dying because of this. You're supposed to stay home. Like, I don't think we have a national state of emergency here in Canada, but there are definitely local ones. Like the city of Edmonton, where I live nearby, that has a state of emergency, and my province has a state of emergency. And then if that happened to me, no, I just should stop talking because I don't want to say something and then people be like, remember that time, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to use that new law. What is it? C19 or C18, 17, whatever it is. Yeah, you said this. I plead the fifth. The tiny ass bottles were also kept behind the cash. Can't steal them. It's crazy. Yep, BC is in a state of emergency. I highly recommend Jardians. I don't know what that is. It really made a difference in my treatment. Plus, it protects your heart. Sorry, came in late. When's the next Just Joshing with Dakota? I don't know. Josh, what year your truck is? And it's a Ford what? It was a 96 and it was a Ford F-350. Wow, never brushed their modulars? It's almost dry, guys. It's almost dry. The flu. Oops, coronavirus is hitting only the elderly. Oh, you don't think it's real? Truth in me? The flu? Oops. coronavirus is hitting only the elderly. Well, there was that like that 31-year-old dude who almost died. There was that person who was 21 years old and he was a professional athlete who did die. There was that 62-year-old who died 2 days ago here in Alberta. Like Quebec back in the 60s when they killed Pierre Laporte. I don't know who that is. I don't remember that. I must have been only like 1 or 2 years old when that happened in the 1960s. I have heart failure, so I'm on blood pressure meds, heart stabilizers, etc. Dang. Most people I've spoken to think it is odd. It is odd, but that doesn't mean it's not real. Maybe you're just susceptible to being easily enticed by conspiracy theory, or maybe you just know something that every single other person doesn't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because like people die from flus all the time, far more than the coronavirus. It is real. Yes, they do, but it's not as easily passed on as the coronavirus, which is crazy. It's also, it's different. If, just think of this, if they don't do what the measures that they're taking now for the flu, just imagine what they must know about the coronavirus. It must be way worse. Or if they're using this as a way to control the masses, I'm pretty sure they would invent a worse virus, so it would be easy to control them. They would kill more people to make it easier to control. Why would they be like, you know what? You know what would really scare them? Something that doesn't harm them. No, it wouldn't work. I don't know. There, people who believe in those conspiracies where they're trying to depopulate the planet. Why are they doing such a bad job of depopulating the planet? There's almost 8 billion people on the planet, or there's over 7 billion. I don't know. And when they started doing these depopulation measures, they're failing hard. There was way less people than there are now. So I don't think that's with what's rational. Of course, that's not always true, because I guess the goal would be to trick the people into believing something to make it easier to do whatever. But like, it's often, these conspiracies are often about like control and having all the money. If you have all the money, it's not worth anything anymore. So there's no point in having all of it. That's why like our economies suck, because they're inflating the dollar in both of our countries, America and Canada, because rich people are hoarding all the money, making it worth less and less and less and less, because it's not stimulating the economy. Now, when it comes to power, you know what's way easier than doing all these small measures to control people? Killing everyone. That's way scarier. Just killing them. That would be way more effective. That's why I don't believe in a lot of these conspiracies. I'm not saying that's what you believe in them, because maybe not. It's just I don't know. But this channel is about art and making. This is a tooth I made today, or yesterday and today, and okay, it's dry, mostly dry. You see, oh no, I don't know if it'll focus. There's a bubble right here because you can't see it. There's a bubble there, and there's some bubbles down here, but you can kind of see that one if you look very closely. But that didn't happen in this other one. Now, there's a little fingerprint mark here, so I'm just going to paint over it, and then I'm going to hit it with the clear coat once again. Nope, just seems odd and giggling at people's panic buying. Grow your own veggies. Well, not everyone can grow their own veggies, so that's kind of a dumb thing to suggest. I guess you could grow some of them, but like people who live in apartment buildings, not really gonna work. I can grow mine. I don't know. My wife works in the ICU in Ontario, where all the COVID patients go. She had a COVID patient, and they treated her with anti-malarial meds. Uh, she doesn't work in the hospital as a nurse. She works as a nurse in a clinic, and then her other job, she works in a hospital, but it's different. I like the smoother surface and extra height on this new tooth. Well, it's going to get like this one in a second. I'm just waiting. Okay. Some I grow in bags. The vegetables? You grow in bags? You grow enough for the whole year in bags? That's insane. That's good for you though. Lettuce and basil. My patio doesn't get enough sun. Yeah. I like that comment there. That's funny. The coronavirus has been around since the 1950s, so I read online. This should have been addressed as a highly contagious pneumonia outbreak. Well, there's lots of different strains. The flu has also been around forever, and they make vaccines every year, and it almost never works because there's so many different strains of the regular flu, right? And there's like coronavirus for cows, there's coronavirus for other livestock, and it's different than people. I saw a person who I know put a thing. Damn it! I popped these bubbles. Oh well. I saw a person post a vaccine for cows, and saying, and then they saying it. This is panic, whatever. What are they distracting you from? And it may be a distraction. I'm not saying it's not. It may be a man-made thing. It might be a bioweapon. It might be this. I hope it's not. I don't think it is, but it could be. So I'm not discounting that. I'm just going with what's more rational, because rationale is important. But anyways, he said that, and I'm like, so if you get the coronavirus, you're gonna go take this cow. I come to these lives to forget what is happening out there, and it always enters the live chat. That's because it's what's happening, my friend, Matt. There was supposedly a doctor in Africa who had a cure for COVID. Oh, nice. What about a sculpture of ear with split gauge hole? We were talking about doing ears earlier. I don't know if it'll translate very well, but maybe I'll do one ear to see how I like it. That'd be a challenging shape to do. I'm loving the tooth. Thank you, Truth in Me. Dakota ear. Dakota has really big ears. His name's Jack. Jack Rabbit ears. I don't know if it was fake news or not. Saw it on the news section of YouTube yesterday. The earwax could have potential. Yeah, but the thing is, it would be cut off, so the earwax would fall out. So it's hard to do ears. It's easy to do a tooth because it's something that comes off anyways. It's easy to do a toe because you can chop off a toe. This is a cartoon toe, but still. It's easy to do certain things because they can be, if you chop off an ear, that's not very common, and it would be all like, bleh. If I could make it out of latex, maybe I would do that, but I don't know how to work with latex. I don't know. Can you use the epoxy to cover the bubbles, make it look like it's meant to be, maybe? They look totally awesome. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do some epoxy now. So this is a two-part epoxy. It's actually meant as an adhesive. This product in particular. Um, we are going to use it as an aesthetic. Oh, you bastard! We're gonna use it as a drool. It's gonna look kind of drooly. You know what I mean? It's gonna look gross. Okay, so we mix some red in here to give it, because it, like, the tooth was extracted, right? So some of it go like that. So that's gonna be most of the red off. If you watch the video, I did the same thing. So I'll take most of the red, so I have a little bit of red left in there. I'll mix it in the new. You gotta mix it together. So it's kind of like a pinky type color. And that'll be like diluted blood, I guess. And then we'll have some completely clear stuff as well, which will be like just regular saliva. Okay? And I'll take most of that off. There we go. Actually put too much for the red. I shouldn't have done that. That was an accident. Okay. So the red I leave for last. So just go like this. Alright. Whoops. I dipped my hand in it by accident. I wish this stuff was like a little bit friendlier to work with, because I would like to like make a string of it go from one root to the other, but it's hard to do that. Okay, so this. I accidentally got some black paint in here. Okay, now we'll get a little bit of the pink stuff. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Get some under here. Okay, and we'll get some actual red stuff. And now this, I just put just a little bit because I don't want it to be super disgusting. Like, I do, but I don't know. I want it to be more realistic. Have you ever gotten a tooth pulled? There's like very little blood that actually stays on the tooth. Or at least in my extractions, there's just a little bit. It's weird how clean teeth are when they come out. So just a little bit here and there. But underneath, I imagine there would be a little more. There we go. Okay, now I have to hold this for 5 minutes while this does its thing. might work. I made a string of it go from one molar hump to the next. Oh no, it's dissipating. Okay. Okay, it's starting to set up, which is good. But I don't have to hold it for much longer. What time is it? Man, I was hoping to get this. Okay. Wait for this. Had to get one right before my birthday. I had a fracture and it had to come out. It was pretty rough. Took a picture of it and played with it on my Instagram. I would also hold artwork or photos. What? How about a tooth cell phone holder for next project? If you buy one, I'll make one, but I'm not gonna make that myself because I don't think I'd be able to sell that. Not that I think I'll be able to sell these, but I like this, so I will just keep this if I don't sell it. Do a broken heart pieced by multiple arrowheads, killed by Cupid. That's a neat idea. I almost glued my freaking hand to this. I didn't realize my thumb was in some epoxy there. What made you want to make a tooth? I don't actually know. I just wanted to. I've always wanted to make a tooth. I wanted to make a big tooth, like a bigger tooth, out of a stump, like a wood stump, and I never have yet. Ear candle holder. Funny, good idea. That is a good idea. Make a nice brain. I did Facebook page or the Instagram, Ushitat. Can't believe it's almost 1 a.m. My days and nights are all the same now that I can't go anywhere. As opposed to a mean brain. Okay, this should be almost good. I put some on the bottom like an idiot and on the top, so I can't really do much. Do you see how that's stringing down like that? I like that, but it's probably not going to stay. There we go. Okay. Man, I really wish I didn't do it like this. This is the step where I take these little pieces, but I can't make them little enough and then stick them on. That's just little pieces of like flesh that came off. I know that's gross. They don't look real. They don't look real, my man. Dang it. Oh well, this one we'll have to do without. That's okay. Sound sync is off. It's like watching a B movie, but with better content. I can imagine that the tooth fairy that picks that tooth up would look like yikes. I hate it that I lost my dad and now my mom's sick is heart-wrenching. Dang. do. I need a freaking surface to put this on. There we go. My thumb was glued to it a little bit. Okay, if I wreck that at all, I will, I'll be able to repair it. Check out the Instagram if you want to see the side-by-side pictures. I'll post a picture of just it. Although my last Instagram post was that tooth. So maybe maybe it'll be both of them. And, oh, I can see a thumbprint there. I'm going to try to fix that. It's too obvious. It's too obvious. I don't know. I'll work on it. Maybe tomorrow I'll post pictures if I remember. And go from there. Not sure when the next vlog is going to be out. Sorry about that. I thought I was going to go out on Monday, but I probably can't do that now, unfortunately. That's just the way things go sometimes. I will try to get it out on Monday, though. We'll see. But, yeah, in the meantime, just check out some of the other videos. If you go on to some of the older videos, you might see something that you haven't seen from me before. Although some of the videos, the quality isn't so good. I think I'm getting better and better as I go. But, yeah. If you watch the ads, that helps me out a lot. Ooh, I want to say thank you to, maybe you want to stay anonymous, so I won't say your guys' names, but the people last night who checked out my PayPal, I really appreciate that. Not sure why you did that exactly, but thank you. I always feel awkward. But yeah, if you want to see what's available for art or something, that's, how do you say that? If you want to commission something or see what's available for sale, check out the Facebook pages and go from there. I have a lot of prints and stuff that are available that are like very cheap. I almost sprayed this on wet paint. They're $20. That would help me out a lot. There's also teeth now added to the permanent catalog just because I really enjoy making them. They're $100, but they'll probably as well. You can order all that stuff by emailing me at orderfromjosh@gmail.com. I also have these, which are just made on scrap wood, and what else do I have? I don't know. I'm just trying to sell stuff because it's an uncertain time. I hope that's okay. You know, it's funny. I brought this hat down here because my hair is a mess, and I didn't even wear it. This is my last clean one. Anyways, guys, thank you for being here. I'm going to finish this tooth up, but first I'm going to go make some supper for Ashley because she's going to be off in about 10 minutes, and then she's going to be on her way home. So, anyways, thanks for hanging out for this almost 3 hours. I'm going to leave this up forever, probably, and so that everyone in the future can also watch it. I really appreciate everyone. If I didn't get to your comment, I wasn't ignoring you. I just, whatever. We had some good conversation about random conspiracy theory, about vigilante justice, sort of. I enjoy talking with you guys, so yeah. I might do more of these videos where I hang out while I make something like this rather than just have, because like I've already have a build video of a tooth, so I'm not going to make another build video of a tooth. I might put it in a vlog or something, But I might do these live hangout sessions as well. I'll probably lose subscribers because of it, but I do what I want. Anyways, peace. I wish I didn't have to like deviate from this pose and then press the X, which wouldn't have worked anyways because these are on there. There. If I could do this and then it be gone, it would be excellent. But it doesn't really work. I don't know if I'll have a video tomorrow, but if I do, I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Now I gotta just press the X without. I'll do this.